Close your eyes. Breathe in and breathe out. Listen to your heartbeat. And mine's going. I'm like, then I start panicking. I'm like, I think I died. And then they're like,
something in the water taught me how to crawl. Something in the water taught me how to fall.
Welcome into another Something in the Water podcast. I'm Uncle Dave Griffin.
I'm Sean Clark. We're here with Ty Manning once again.
hey.
Our brother from another.
Ty,
Three Revs.
the Three Revs.
We need to do a gig soon in the local flavor gig where we're doing the Three Revs.
Yeah.
The Reverends.
I got the picture for us. It's in one of them things. We're going to look at some, we're going to deep dive into some pictures here on this episode. So this makes your third time with us.
Yeah.
How about that?
I snuck in here on
We like having you.
the Tang Brothers special.
Yeah, and then I think you were episode 6, I believe.
Yeah, I did one long
Way
time
back.
ago.
It was out there,
Bounce them hi-hats.
out there in the garage.
Bouncing my ass.
Chunky
Yeah.
beaver, mudfish.
That was the Chunky Beaver Mudfish episode.
And Ty sat in for you when we did the Grand Parsons.
Yeah, you've
Yeah,
actually
I've
been
been there
on
a couple
4 times. Yeah.
So you're moving back down here.
Yeah.
You've already moved back down
I'm
here?
officially retired. I got where I couldn't hang with teenagers anymore. I loved it, but I just
You wanted
get
to choke
too
them?
old and unhealthy to deal with it.
Well, tell people what you did before they think wrong of you.
Yeah. Well, I taught art for 20 years in Madison, Georgia, Morgan County. And in those 20 years, I've had 3 open heart surgeries and a couple thousand, it feels like, cardioversions from dealing with the heart issues. And doctors have always told me, you should do as less stress as you can. I was like, well, my job is
Stress.
I'm a stress wrangler, I tell people to cause stress with color and crayons and stuff. But I just got to where I never really realized. I took for granted that I had a heart problem, and I ignored it. I didn't worry about it. I quit worrying about it. And then I think recently with all this COVID worry and politics and the environment America's in, I think I had it at an even keel of worry. I got where I could manage, still be functional worrying at the amount I was at with just the heart stuff. But then when all this other stuff started happening, kind of overloaded. And then I started having other physical ailments that I'd never had before just because of the stress.
Yeah.
And then my doctors were like, you just got to cut out all the stress, quit worrying. And then somebody telling somebody who's having a panic attack to quit worrying makes them worry more because they're like, I can't stop worrying. And then you worry about worrying.
Too much.
You worry too much. And y'all know me. I used to live right on the edge of,
Insanity.
and it was like an Iron Maiden song for about 20 years. So, but
You were the life of the party.
I used to like.
Yeah. Every time Ty came to town, it was the circus.
You're still the life of the party, by the way.
That hasn't changed. You've just learned to corral it. All the negative stuff.
I think what it is, because I've been sober for 10 years, and it took a while to get used to being the life of the party without partying.
Right.
And then the parties quit. I quit being, because the social aspect of the last couple of years, I haven't been able to get out. So then you start doing some self-therapy. You're like, that's me being the captain of the party is what kept me like sane, And when I was hiding at my house, I started getting all
Paranoid.
That's
looking
the
out the
worst
window
thing.
and freaking out.
Boy,
and
that was the worst
I
part.
can't touch a doorknob. I got to turn the thing with my elbow.
I
And
was trying to see COVID out there on the street.
yeah. What's sad is I worried about getting COVID and it killing me. And I'm like, oh, shit, I should have been worried about drinking for 20 years. And I didn't worry. I just quit worrying. It's automatically. I think that's the fake news media and all these QAnon conspiracy people and who do you believe? And then you got like half your family is this way and the other half of your friends are this way. And you're like,
I believe it. I saw a video. They was drinking baby's blood. I swear.
somebody sacrificed a bat.
I swear to God, it was them.
Man, I just turn it off.
It's insanity. I mean, like literally insanity. You're like, I don't know what to believe. And then you're like, screw it. I'm just not going to believe anything.
I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to do to change anything that I don't know if it's real or not. So why am I even looking?
Well, I know what to believe in that QAnon crap. The majority of that is unbelievable. But yet there are people in Congress in Washington, D.C. that are proponents of QAnon.
It's scary.
What the hell?
Hell, there's
How
people.
did we get there?
But what do you get out of worrying about it and keeping up?
Oh,
with it?
no, I don't worry about it. I'm just amazed and amused by it.
I'm just like, psh, I never knew when I was a kid and it didn't bother me. I don't know now. It don't bother me.
The secret is don't try not to worry.
Right.
I know that
There's nothing
sounds
I can
crazy.
change.
What you don't know won't hurt you.
Besides voting, there's nothing I can do. You know,
And what's sad is when you're voting,
That's what the change is.
voting used to be like ads and politicians used to go around and say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. And if you like this, if you believe this way, you need to vote for me because I'm going to fight for it. Now it's like Jim Bob, when he was in third grade, spit on a girl, or he cheated on his taxes, or he's got a trust fund
now it's
set
like
up in Switzerland or whatever. You know,
tracking every wrong you ever done in your whole
everything's
life.
negative. Everything is so negative in politics. And then they're like, I'm only going to vote for him because Trump votes for him or this politician endorses it. And I'm like, he's not even in the running.
It's teams, it's squads, it's tribes.
It's like
it's the frat guys and the
it's like the Crips and the Bloods and the frats and
the pastel Easter shirts and the it's all of them. All the cliques.
It is. It's basically just like high school when you have all the cliques that hate each other. That's the way politics is.
Yeah. It's bizarre, and it is the way life is now.
Not my life.
I had one of the ladies I worked with. When I was having at the heat of my worry and freaking out, a couple of people I worked with were like, "You need to learn how to not worry." And I'm like, "Well, teach me. You're a school teacher. Teach me." And this lady's like, "Just when you wake up every morning, just say, I'm alive. Find some happiness in that." So I've been trying my best every day when I get up just to be happy that I'm breathing.
You ever thought about meditation?
Yeah, I've done that. I've done meditation.
Yeah.
They try to do yoga, but I'm too fat and furry to do yoga. I'm not flexible enough. Plus, you'll like this. I went to do yoga, and they said they got us down on the floor, which is hard for me because I'm like a weeble wobble. But they're like, close your eyes, breathe in and breathe out, listen to your heartbeat. And mine's going. I'm like, then I start panicking. I'm like, I think I died. And then I'm like, I'm sweating. This is crazy. Why am I sweating just for sitting on the ground? And I'm like, in the back of she's telling me just to block out everything. And I've got these 100 thoughts coming at me. And then I'm like, why am I sweating? And then next thing you know, somebody sneaks up behind me and puts a wet rag on my neck.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I was like, oh, wow, this is good. And then they're like, all right, we're done. And then they turned the air conditioning back on. I didn't realize it, but when we went in there, they knocked it up to like 90-something degrees in there. So we were sweating. Sweating out the demons, I guess.
Yeah, the toxins.
But it's I ain't lying. Sometimes when they tell you to breathe to calm down and you have a problem with your breaths.
Yeah.
It's not a good thing. The best way for me to calm down is talk to somebody or like do something like this. or call a friend, or be like on Let's Make a Millionaire show or whatever. Can I phone a friend?
Yeah.
I'm freaking the hell out.
Well, it's been proven that guests on this podcast, they leave out of here a lot healthier than when they came in.
Well, I'm all about it. This is going to be some medicine. Like I told you, I did 2 gigs in the recent here, or I guess not recent, when y'all came up last time. June and August.
We did the Waycross, Uncle Dave's Waycross Stagecoach in Athens at the Nowhere Bar. Was it May?
And I think half of us got COVID right after it.
Yeah. A lot of people did break down with COVID after that.
What was cool, though, about catching COVID right after that is I caught COVID, and I was worried about it for 2 years. So when I got it, and I'm been panicking for those years, you know,
It wasn't hardly nothing.
I think it's like, you know, when you're going to get a shot and you're like, it's going to hurt, it's going to hurt, it's going to hurt. And then you get it and you're like, oh, that was nothing. COVID, that's the experience I had with COVID, knock on wood. I was like, I got it and I'm like, I feel fine. And I went to get tested and they're like, you're positive. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And then it took me about a week to get a negative test.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But hey.
Well, they always said that
keep on breathing.
The brain is, majority of the brain is totally unused, the potential of the brain. And what you do use, the majority of that is spent worrying about unnecessary things. So all in all, you are really using we're just using a minimal portion of our brain to get through life every day. Can you imagine that?
Yeah, that's kind of scary.
What you could do with when you throw all that garbage out of the way, just push it out of the way.
I think sometimes we're tapping into the other stuff that we don't know that we're even tapping into.
Well, as songwriters, we do.
Oh, yeah.
As creators, we do. We tap into that left, right, you know.
I think there's some psychic,
the right side is creative.
Telepathic kind of thing. Like, if I'm sitting around thinking about Ty and he calls me.
Yeah.
It's like it must have been some kind of.
And that time you and Connor, you and Connor have spent so much time together on stage and driving to and from the gigs.
Yeah, that's like 2 girls getting on the same cycle.
Yeah.
No, I've heard Connor mention it before. He says that you'll get through with the song and you'll look at him and you'll look at him and not say anything, and he'll say, draw blood. And you'll say,
exactly.
Yep. Yeah, we used to do that. We used to have that with the Barefoot Hookers. We would be like, we had played so many shows and been together so long. It'd be like I don't want to sound weird or nothing, but like we'd have a gig without Scotty, or Scotty would not be able to play the second set or something. And we'd be like, go to the rock songs without keyboards. We just instantly know to do that. We wouldn't have to tell each other.
Yeah.
And then sometimes we would do songs and it just felt right to go right in. You know, like on an AC/DC record, you've heard it so many times, you know what song's coming next. It's sort of the same way with, I'm sure you got that with Connor. Y'all play so much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We never have a set list unless it's like playing a festival and it's like, well, we got 45 minutes or something. But like if we're just going to play all night, then let's just start with this song and fill the room out. And we always know what's next, and it's always something different, but like we're always on the same page.
And that's probably less about any kind of brain phenomena or, you know, than it is about ritual, just, learning by playing together that many nights.
A lot of times,
the creepy stuff is cool when it does happen.
Well, sometimes some of the creepy stuff, some kids at school used to say God winks, like if there's something like you said, like if you were thinking about me or worried about me and then I called you or
that's the creepy stuff.
That's like cosmic energy or higher power, whatever you want to call it, is pushing you to do that.
It's a God wink.
I got a song that I started writing. Now I think I played it at the Stagecoach, but I didn't have a third verse or a bridge, but it sounds really sad when you see it written down. But I need to figure out a way to make the bridge tie it all together where it's happy, or a happy ending, I guess.
What is the mood of the song, the music?
I guess
What
the mood
is
of the
it,
song
up tempo or
is when
or
I
is
was
it just
when
kinda,
I was dealing with all my health issues and I had all that panic. I had a couple panic attacks, and then I was dealing with the panic attacks caused me to have more heart issues. My heart issues would flare up, and then which had kind of snowballed and build into the panic and the anxiety and all. And so I was like, and I'd recently been saved, found Jesus, as they say. And I started kind of doubting. I was like, why is this happening to me? Like, so the song is sort of like, dear God, why is this shit happening to me? And I've just written exactly what I've been going through. It's like the most truthful song I've ever written. And then I played it from a couple of my family members, and they're like, that's depressing. And I'm like, yeah, well, you should try being me for a day.
is it like one of those?
But it's kind of therapeutic. When I wrote it all down, I felt a lot better about it, But when you're writing a song, the song's about it's like, dear God, help me. Like, I need. What do I do, or what's the next step, or whatever? And I haven't got any God winks lately, so it's sort of like unanswered prayer song. I need, let me know why this is all happening to me and what I'm supposed to do and what my next phase of sanity is, I guess. But I got
maybe the bridge could be like, letting all that worry go, like we're talking about.
Yeah, I know. I gotta.
That's the happy part.
I told a buddy of mine, I was like, I got this really cool song, and I like it, but I don't want it to end like, I don't want it to sound negative. Like, I want it to sound. It needs like a positive landing. It doesn't need to just crash, And I just got to figure out how to do that. And I told him, I was like, well, maybe when I land. When I get all this chaos that's going on in my life, when I finally land in Trudy and
then you can write that bridge.
Yeah, I gotta just kind of live until I find it. Because I can't just make it up. But then I'm riding in the car coming down here, and I knew I was going to see y'all. I was like, maybe I should write it, and I could make it fruition, like come to life or whatever. It's like, maybe I'll throw in that. I'll win the Powerball too. I don't know, but it's like. You want to stay true to the feeling you wrote when I was writing the song. I have to play it for you later, so then y'all can help me write a bridge.
Yeah. Well, I got.
We'll eat some candy corn and throw it down.
I need a bridge.
I wrote some chords for the bridge. You like this, or you probably won't like it, but you've done it before, I'm sure. But I was writing the chords to the bridge, and I was like, "Yeah, this is a perfect chord. This is a perfect chord." And then it sets right back up to go into the verse chords. And then I was like, I could hear a melody in my head and everything. And I started singing, and I was like, burned out, balls out. I was basically singing the bridge for that song. I'll be your crying shoulder. I was like, damn, screw you, Edwin McCain. You're stuck in my head.
Yeah, I hate when I think I'm writing something cool and then I realize it's Freebird or something.
Well,
no, but
let's see. When we was up there, the end of April, or was it May? I was looking at that just June? The other day.
I think it was the end of May, the 29th, I think.
I think it was mine and Lynn's.
Did y'all go to a Braves game the other day?
It was May 28th. We did.
I thought I saw y'all at the Braves.
Yeah, it was May 28th. So we were up there end of May. And spent the night with you out at your big house.
Yeah, we got that pancake song.
Yeah.
Have you played that any?
I have not.
I haven't either. I got to remember it. It was a good one.
I sent Justin the recording that we made up there. I woke up with this song and a few words in my head and started writing, and then pulled you into it, and we kind of knocked it around till it was finished.
Have I heard this? That seems like I
I don't think you've heard it yet. I told you about it when we were leaving Athens. We stopped by where y'all were.
That's right.
Charlie's and stopped by and
said you just wrote a song with Ty about pancakes.
Blueberry pancakes. That just sounds. I wrote a song with Ty called "Blueberry Pancakes."
It sounds like, oh God, this got to be a winner.
Does this make me look fat?
Yeah.
Oh, now, that's it right there.
Before we get started, there's kids in the background. Tara's
Are we gonna play it?
Two children were in the background. The background. Yeah, this is more or less it. And,
there's a little sippy cup on the ground.
Anybody?
There's baby Uncle Junior.
Don't look at my crotch.
That's baby Uncle Junior.
Yeah, what the hell was I thinking was filming that? I think I was thinking I have to film your chord fingers so I can learn how to play it.
Well, eyes up here. Eyes up here. Yeah.
We used to sit on the beach at sunset, talking about the ways of life. We'd live together forever. She'd be my loving wife. She used to write me letters, how our life would be. Blueberry pancakes, cold mountain mornings, love to you and me. Well, I took to the road in the 70s, singing lead in a rock and roll band. You stayed behind at the 5 and the dime, stayed true to your traveling man. And I used to send her postcards from every town I went through, saying I miss waking up to them blueberry pancakes, cold mountain mornings with you. But we never could get it together, like the rhymes in a well-written verse. Every time we were headed for better, somehow it ended up worse. Now I'm all alone in the darkness,
Except for these two kids.
dragging up old memories. Blueberry pancakes, cold mountain mornings, love that weren't meant to be. Blueberry pancakes, cold mountain mornings, and your love that weren't meant for me.
Well, that's depressing. That's pretty good.
Cosmic Couch Connection. The creepy Cosmic Couch Connection.
No, that was a
That's good.
See,
Mudslide Slim.
oh yeah, he's writing on the mud. James Taylor's 1971 album.
And that's a 71 D18 Martin too.
How about that?
More
You
cosmic.
talking about creepy and cosmic?
Cosmic creep.
Well, here's something for you folks. What does blueberry pancakes really mean?
Well, that's a real.
I don't know. It's up for y'all to decide.
I thought it meant blueberry pancakes.
Well, it did.
Oh,
Don't Google blue waffle though.
oh, too late.
Sorry, kids.
Hey,
Blueberry pancakes could be something like blueberry waffle, but better or different.
well, you look at all those songs that were written with in mind. Pink Cadillac. Come on, man. He ain't talking about a pink Cadillac now.
It's like Tambourine Man. That wasn't about tambourines. No, but I don't know what the hell we're talking about. I did send that video to a couple of people, and they were like, man, that's a good song.
Fester
song.
likes it. He told me
Fester,
about it.
Yeah, Fester, he was digging it.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of like sounds kind of like a Tom T. Hall kind of, or a Guy Clark.
Guy Clark. I was thinking it had a Guy Clark flavor to it.
Yeah, something like that. It's just
We need to record it.
rambles.
I guess we just we could record it here.
So let's see, we talked about you're moving back, and did you sell your home up there,
Oh man!
or is that still up in the air?
Well, when you go out, when I've never smoked cigarettes because I know I got bad lungs, but
Yeah.
when you used to light up a cigarette, like waiting on somebody, and the second you light it, they come.
Yeah.
I've been waiting on these people to make an offer on my house because I've been trying to sell it without a realtor, just myself. Mm-hmm. Sell my house via Facebook, and everybody comes over. They go, "Oh, I love it. Let me get a guy to come inspect it. Let me get somebody to appraise it, and let me check the underneath it and all this." And so I've had 2 different people do that to me, and the last person that did it was like drug me on for like 2 months.
Yeah.
And then this person now is like, "I'm going to do this really quick. We're going to do it in a week, and we're going to have it all done." And then they drug me on for a week, and then they're like, "Well, we'll let you know next week." So I was like, "Well, I'm going to go to South Georgia." And I told my mom, I was like, "I'm coming down here to get ready to move, but I figured I'd come down here just so it would be like he would call me because no luck. My luck, if I go to do something, he's going to call me. So I'm hoping for a call any day. And if he calls me and the price he offer is right, I'm going to say yeah. And I've already made a plan. I was like, I'm going to get one of those pod things and put everything in it, and then have somebody to load the pod down here. And where I'm moving is already furnished, and it's got a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to try to
unload some stuff.
Have some kind of estate sale, like come buy this couch and this chair and this painting. I got new stuff I'm going to bring in. And I'm going to hopefully get that ball rolling this week or next week. Plus, this is random. I got a couple friends up there in Athens that said they helped me load up. And I figured I could round up some people down here, but I went to Hickory Wind earlier, and there's some dude in there. I don't even know him.
Yeah.
I think he said his name was Wade something, but he gave me his phone number and said, if you need people unpacking or help you move, let me know. I was like, cool.
Moving service, okay.
So I'm sure I can find somebody to help me.
I'll come help you.
Yeah. And I don't know if y'all have ever been to Hatch Camp up in.
Oh yeah.
I haven't told anybody this, not even my family, really. I think I told my dad, but my dad can hear about as well as me, so he probably didn't hear it. But I want to try to do what Scott Lowe does up in
with the concerts
up in his house. I want to have a little, just kind of like what you did with the Graham thing up in the backyard. I just want to have a yard party and just be like. I know Fester's been doing a songwriter thing at this place called Railroad Number 3. And he just pass a hat and be like, donate $10, $20, whatever you got.
Yeah.
And I just want to, because with my health, I know my health is like, I don't think I can drive 5 hours, do a show, and then drive 5 hours back like I used to.
Right.
So I'm thinking, if I just invite 4 or 5 of my friends to come play every weekend.
Those things are popular. The old house shows. House concerts.
And one of my nieces, they're like computer whizzes. I think we can figure out some way to put it out there on the internet where people will know, like where I could book people, like even people I don't know. Like
you could also do one of them live stream things where people that can't make it can sit there and attend it and tip
and donate.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to try to, that's my long-term goal. My short-term goal is just get moved back down here and do some gigs. Plus, I haven't really played that much. I mean, I played, but I'm still kind of rusty, you know. Like I played a gig with Scotty and Poulin and all them up in Athens, and they're doing Olympic licks, and they're Olympic athletes on their gear, and I'm like, I barely remember how to do a G chord. I gotta remember all the words to Hank Jr. song, you know. But y'all, that's why I was kind of happy to come down here, because y'all know who books bands where and best way to get a gig and what they pay and y'all can give me the 411 on they like cover songs and don't play Wagon Wheel here and don't say this word there and these people believe in this guy. Because I used to have my finger on the pulse of like where to go and where to. I went to Macon the other night, just went to see Bloodkin, a couple friends of mine, and I went to Macon and I went to the Hummingbird, and apparently the Hummingbird's a little different than it used to be.
Yeah,
but when I walked in there, a couple of people recognized me, like, you got to come play here, and I was like, well, I ain't played Macon in like 4 or 5 years, and then I want to play that Nats. Grant's Lounge.
Yeah.
I know Hubble Beasley's doing all that, or he said he could get me in there.
Yeah, we've done a few Stagecoach shows.
It's hard with the way my life's been going with my health issues and my retirement and me trying to sell my house. I haven't had any time to really make any music or art. I've made 2 paintings this year pretty much, but my goal is to come down here and just knock out some paintings, and because that's going to be my income, selling art and picking and grinning.
I saw that painting that you did for your brother-in-law, Chris.
Yeah, my brother-in-law, Jeff.
Jeff.
Yeah, he told me he's turning 50, and y'all know my sisters, they don't do anything small. Mm-hmm. And it's like, inflatable well, we can slide out of his butt, and we'll have 3 or 4 dancers and glitter firecrackers, and you're like, what's like, that's for like a 1-year-old's birthday party. So when Jeff turned 50, it's like, I think he just knows. He's like, I don't want anything extravagant. I wanted some White Claw and let's hang out on the boat dock. Mm-hmm. And then, so it's like, I got an idea, and it's stupid how art happens, but Jeff has a studio, or he has a studio in his house, and he calls it Lighthouse Studios. So, and he lives in a lake. So I thought, I'll draw a lighthouse on the side of a lake. And he's told Holly he wanted a White Claw, so I'll make the lighthouse look like a White Claw bottle. And that's sort of it. And then I showed a little sketch of it to my sisters, and she's like, add a dog because his dog just died, and add something to reference, put a bee because of his mama. And so like a couple little family references in there. So it was kind of fun. Eggs. And then, but he liked it. It was really cool. They made a video of us giving it to him.
Jeff played drums when we did the Kiss thing.
Yeah. Hey, and I was packing up to come down here. I don't know. Justin might know how to do this. Can you turn a VHS tape into a digital file?
Yeah, I mean, I can't, but it can be done.
Yeah, we need to do it. I found I've got a VHS tape of the Kiss party.
Oh man!
Yeah. If we can get that digitized,
we can get that to Tim next time he's down.
Yeah, I'll bring it down here. Yeah, I
take it home with him, bring it back
Daddy.
as a CD.
Yeah, I saw
at least
the podcast with
Tim and Will,
with Mr. Thrift. Yeah, with the Thrift boys.
Yeah,
there's some thrifts from Brantley County that I can't wait to pick and grin with. I always see them on the internet, but I know my cousins Kathy and Ronald are tight with them. Yeah. Plus, I'd creep on them on the internet. They're good. Okay. But I remember their daddy, when we were in high school, he was like the guy to go see in Brantley County.
Wasn't Leon, was it?
Yeah, Leon.
Yeah. Remember him.
No, but they got there's a whole bunch of pickers in Brantley County that I can't wait to get connected with again. That's another thing. I don't know when this podcast will come out.
It's my birthday today, folks. What? That's right. September the 1st.
Oh, this is going to come out. I thought your birthday was today. I was like, what? No. So this will come out September 1st?
Yeah. That's right.
Hey, y'all come see me and Trudy. Bring your guitar.
Excuse me. That was COVID.
Yeah. Man, I went to Wong's Palace and ate today, and when I eat, I'm fat. I eat fast, and I always got a cough right after I eat.
Mm-hmm.
You should have seen the people looking at me when I was coughing in the restaurant. I was like,
I always have to do
don't
that
have
too.
the Black Plague. I'm fat. And I just ate General Tso's chicken.
Always have the food congestion or something. To cough.
Yeah.
Me and Gary would sit down to
I'm like a dog that eats too
supper
fast.
when we was kids, growing up. Every time we'd sit down to supper, we'd sneeze and then we'd eat. I don't know what did that. I don't know if
Connor does
the heat from the food or what, or if it just became like a Pavlov dog thing.
I think Connor does it after he eats
and sneeze.
Yeah, I cough every time I eat. I cough. It doesn't matter if I eat a handful of gummy bears or the unmedicated kind, and or anything. I just
sorry.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, when I sneeze, everything turns loose up there.
You want to take a break and come back?
We can do that.
Well, we'll be right back. Maybe Ty pick a song for us or something cool.
Maybe we can write a song.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Y'all help me write a bridge.
Yeah.
Then you can edit it together with time lapse.
Yeah,
I think we should all shave. I think we should all shave down to a stash, like Justin.
When we get back.
When we get back, we'll all have.
He looks like
back with a stash.
Freddie Crunkery. He's like a turned up Freddie Mercury.
Something in my brain won't let me stray. Something in my veins gonna find its way. Something in the water taught me how to pray. When that cold black water finds its way into your veins, you'll never be the same.
And we're back on Something in the Water with our guest, Ty Manning. So you got a song for us?
Yeah. I figure we start this part of the show with a song.
Which is that?
Well, like I've told y'all know y'all are family. Y'all know I got a heart issue. I got stupid heart. Some kid, one of my favorite students said I had a stupid heart, and I was like, that needs to be a song. So I wrote it. And just like most of my songs, I get about halfway through, and then I got to ping them off some other songwriter or friend. And I was like, the song's about this heart. It's all banged and broken. And it's banged up, but it still works. Mm-hmm. And Fester, I saw Fester, of course, and he's the Yoda of Watkinsville. Fester
Haygood.
So he's like, you should write it. The verses should be about you trying to sell it on eBay. And I'm like, that's a pretty awesome idea. So we started pounding out. We're like, make it like it's like an engine of my truck, and the truck still runs, but the engine's kind of banged up. So that's where we ended up. And then recently, I guess we played it twice with the biscuits, Slaughter Biscuits, but we recorded it. And the day I recorded with Charlie Chastain, y'all know Charlie from Waycross, but he's working up at Tweed in Athens, and he guinea pigged us like he did y'all.
Yeah.
Teaching kids how to record, and we got to do this. And random segue, the guy who plays drums on it is named Joe Lee, and Charlie just called a random studio musician that he knew, and he's really good. Mm-hmm. And then when I posted a picture of him on Facebook, my sister Holly knows him because he was in a band that her husband or my brother-in-law Jeff was in for like 10 years.
Oh, wow.
And like, then it's a small world. It's like, I could have played drums for you. He's like, well, why'd you call Joe? I was like, well, I didn't call him. Charlie did, but long story short, we got this song coming out hopefully soon. And I got 4 songs from Tweed, but I'm going to call the EP Stupid Heart. All right. This is how it goes. And hopefully I won't mess up the words. I haven't played it in a long time. Let's see. Buyer beware, I got a bunch of miles, but I still run kinda like I should. I'm old enough to go out, but then back in style. Just ignore the bumping underneath the hood. I've got my fair share of dents and rust, wear and tear from years of grinding gears. But you can love me till the wheels fall off. Hopefully it's all downhill from here. But my stupid heart is banged up and broken, torn all apart, but keeps on keeping on. Don't you count it out, it can love you more than most girls. There's just nothing I can do, I was born with a stupid heart. Just ignore the smoke and check engine light. I can still get you where you need to go. And yes, it's true, I leak a little oil, but I never leave you on the side of the road. So kick the tires and take it for a spin. The fairly torn, I got the timing right. The battery's strong, they fixed the valve again. Hell, I might break down, but it won't be tonight. My stupid heart is banged up and broken, torn all apart, but keeps on keeping on. Don't you count it out, it can love you more than most girls. There's just nothing I can do, I was born with a stupid heart. There's just nothing I can do, I was born with a stupid heart. This is where Scotty makes it a hit record. And then Poulin helps. This is for people who know who Scotty and Poulin are. And then this is the Charlie Chastain Bridge. You ready? My stupid heart, my stupid heart, I must turn it out. I can love you more than most girls. There's just nothing I can do, I was born with a stupid heart. There's just nothing I can do, I was born with a stupid heart. There's nothing I can do, I was born with a stupid heart.
Hey, all right.
Minus my bad chord there on the bridge. I fell off the bridge, man. Speaking of bridges, I got another song y'all can probably help me with. Where all I need is a bridge.
Well, we can actually do that over on the deep end.
I maybe need a pretty chord. That old.
We'll be taking this to the deep end.
What's that chord that David played to the Lord? We need that chord in the bridge.
Secret chord.
Secret chord. I need the Dave Griffin, Sean Clark
Heard
chord.
there was such a thing.
Yeah, we can. When we end this regular podcast, we'll go over to and start doing a deep end, and we'll try to finish that on there.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And I guess.
I guess when this airs, the deep end come out a few days later, won't it, Justin?
Yeah.
You said this is going to be September 1st?
September, yeah.
So you can.
Is that Labor Day or day before Labor Day?
Labor Day is the 5th, I believe, this year. Well, it's time for a tale of the week, folks.
Yeah, thanks
from
for letting me do
yours
this
truly.
again.
Heck yeah, man.
I love y'all.
Well, I think we did allude
we did lose what? I don't remember those.
alluded to the
It was in
fact
the
that
candy corn.
it is my birthday. Yeah, I'll eat candy corn on my birthday now. I can do that. So birthdays are kind of like old underwear. They keep creeping up on you. When you've had 69 trips around the sun, that statement is fairly right on. The older I get, though, it seems instead of creeping, the birthdays are hauling ass, to stay with the underwear analogy. But I'm not sad or upset. I started getting AARP membership offers before I even turned 50, promising me untold savings in everything from insurance to igloos if I wanted to stay in one for a week. I get my 10% discount at most fast food restaurants, or at the least, a senior Coke from McDonald's. I thought when I turned 65, things would start getting easier. My Medicare card came in the mail 3 months prior, and along with it came new decisions. I found myself in and out of websites, reading up on what the best options would be. Part A is free. Part B is not. Part D for prescriptions is definitely not. There's a bunch of other parts named after alphabet letters, but I get them all confused. Part B or not Part B? That is the question. I'm still in relatively good health if you don't count my left hip area somewhere around the greater trochanter. You know you have that in your hip? Somewhere between the greater trochanter and the iliofemoral ligament. And the fact I don't dance as good as I used to. I had a heart attack in the year of the COVID pandemic shutdown, as if that weren't enough to scare you into dying. Sexually, I might not be as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I always was. And I was using that one long before Kobe Teeth wrote it down in the song.
How do you like me now?
Speaking of lower extremities, my feet don't get along as good as they used to. God forbid I bang it up against a metal caster on the computer chair. It'll take 2 months to heal and get on with things. Still, I'm not sad or upset. As far as medicine goes, they got me on 5 new prescription drugs since my myocardial. Hey, all these words.
There we are on that picture there.
That's the Trinity.
That's right.
There.
That's the picture that Ty drew. They got me on 5 new prescription drugs since my myocardial infarction, and I have a few over-the-counter bottles sitting in front of me at the computer. L-lysine for tissue health, mainly for a rare rising of the herpes simplex virus, a fancy name for a fever blister. The Dollar General brand of Mucinex for allergy season, which seems like all year long living in South Georgia. Vitamin B12 because my foot went numb 5 years ago after walking around the Grand Parsons guitar pool in Mexican cowboy boots all weekend. Celebrex capsules to ease the angry hip joint, and a bottle of stool softener to make this couch easy to sit on. I'm retired now, going on 7 years, and I stay up as late as I please, writing songs about women, hula hoops, dirt road riding, Hank Sr., blueberry pancakes, and blueberry patches, Dog Hill, and the blues.
That's awesome.
I travel quite a bit, if only to play music in a bar, restaurant, music hall, or backyard porch fest get-together at Danny and Nancy Johnson's house on Blythe Island. That's my old buddies from Ware County.
You got the photo going here.
I get to write songs with pretty and talented young girls in vintage Airstream trailers and pretty and talented men like Sean Clark and Ty Manning. I have 4 grandkids and enough love to keep them and me all happy. I'm still paying for my house, but my wife hasn't left me and neither has my car. There aren't many reasons to be sad or upset, at least not getting older. Really, the only things that make me sad or upset these days are people that don't treat you right and listening to Washington, D.C. politicians. I agree with what Mark Twain had to say about them. Politicians in diapers must be changed often and for the same reason. Which brings me back around to the opening analogy about underwear. Since I've retired, I spend a lot of time sitting around the house in my underwear. Most of them don't creep up on me like birthdays seem to, but just to be safe, if you're thinking about a special gift, I wear a size 32 and a boxer brief. I won't be sad or upset. And colors ain't important as long as they're not tight and white. Well, thank you all for tuning in. We got, before we get out of our regular podcast here, I'd like to say that if you're watching this or hearing this today, September the 1st, tomorrow, Uncle Dave's Waycross Stagecoach will be at Grant's Lounge in Macon, Georgia, along with Andy Johnson and Micah Bond. And we'll be doing a all-star finale tribute.
The Pine Boss Dwellers will be there too, Dave.
I'm sorry. I keep taking it for granted because you're sitting right here. It's us and them. And Pine Box Dwellers and myself, we'll all be on the ticket. And our all-star finale tribute will be to women of classic country music. So that'll be awesome. And we hope that y'all will get your tickets or just show up there and
stand by your band.
Stand by your band. Come on down. So thank y'all for tuning in. I'd like to urge you to subscribe to The Deep End, and we're going to go on over there to The Deep End. So if you subscribe, it's only $5 a month on patreon.com. Something in the Water, The Deep End.
Patreon.
And we want to thank our good buddy Ty Manning he's a homeboy now.
Yeah, I'm a neighbor.
He's a neighbor.
Mr. Green Jeans.
I live down Tree Road when you get to Brantley County stop.
All right. Well, we appreciate y'all, and we hope you'll join us again.
Now we'll do Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner, all 14 minutes in the key of B. I kid. You take my life, but I take yours too.
When the cold black water finds its way across through your veins, it just might seal your fate. It just might seal your fate. It just might seal your fate.